Hello and welcome back to Proxians Only. If you're wondering where we are, we're in the middle of a horde mission. I don't tend to show those on camera because, you know, they're walkovers. They're not super interesting. I edit them out entirely. However, I'm going to start here because it turns out that there is a reason to care about this mission. We have a 61% chance at enemy protocol, which considering the soldier does get access to Haywire protocol is kind of important. So if I pass it by the skin of my teeth, it's very important that you know why my hack stat's getting out of hand. Anyway, I'll see you at the end of the mission because they're not going to... Like, what are they gonna do? Hit him? If they crit, it wouldn't deal damage. And for once, what I'm saying has nothing to do with Proxians being overpowered, it's just that the loss are kind of jumps. These kill numbers would look so much more sensible if the loss didn't exist. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade that for the additional resistance card slot. And I guess back to Skirmisher HQ, because I just don't need supplies. If I only need to gear 2 soldiers, then I don't need supplies, so all the stuff that says alloys or Illyrium becomes worthless. Oh, hey, I figured out what the rulers are. Shouldn't I just ignore those entirely, though? Wouldn't I just not want to fight them since I can't wear their clothing anyway? Yeah, no, they can have that base. Fuck it. I'm just gonna keep scanning. It feels wrong, but I don't know what else to do. Oh no, he's done a thing. My money, if I ever go to North America, my money will be marginally lower. Anyway, that's Illyrium done. The real question is, do I care about anything that comes from it? Need to do a muton autopsy to go into powered armor. That should become instant relatively soon. So I'm gonna go into pulse rifles instead.
I will begin our research immediately.
And with Illyrium done, we can make an Illyrium conduit and unstaff one of these engineers. Which reminds me what I should actually be doing. I should be making contact with new regions. In terms of getting to alien bases, it seems better to go this way. We'll go here for 80 intel, and then we'll build a tower there to go to 2 more places for 40. That seems sensible enough to me. I think we can kill the Chosen now.
But after a few days rest,
I mean, let's do that. That sounds fun, right? Just so we're clear, if I were playing a normal campaign, the perks I rolled on my Templar are Face Off, Bladestorm, Reaper, Fanfire. What the hell? Magister, calm down. I know you want to fight, but you're not allowed to, no matter how good your perks are. Anyway, now that we have the second Sergeant, we can do this mission, because we have the Templar... Oh, the Skirmisher got wounded. We need to wait a hot second to do that one, then. I'm very low on supplies, and there's no risk for this mission. I'm just going to throw some people at this, just random rookies that don't even have ranks. And we can continue hunting after that, but for now... 14 enemies? Are you kidding? 14? How dare you insult me like this? Yeah, the Hunter's just gonna die before me. Okay. This seems wrong. How much of this is just like a really experienced player steamrolling through a commander difficulty run, and how much of this is Proxians? Because I'm not convinced this is all Proxians. Like, in the tactical layer, that does feel like that's Proxians, obviously. But in the strategy layer, things also feel very wrong. Anyway, let's just get in there and take out these new blue screen rounds, which I believe work against, yeah, they work against the plinth. I could not have planned this better if I had been thinking at all. And I'm very much on autopilot, just like blue screen's good, click button. Hey, it's our first Berserker of the campaign. Stun Lancers are fake news. Shield Bearers do need to die. So what I'm looking at is coming here with the knife.
Well, we weren't expecting to sneak in here today.
I was expecting to sneak a little bit better than that, though. Hey, Whistling Storm Cannon, how are you looking? Short, huh? That's better. I'm content to use 1 charge of this, I think, and call that a solution to the problems at hand. I can also teleport backwards and just be like, yeah, this was a mistake. Oh, wow, Whistling Storm just had, like, all of them through the wall. Well, before I pull that pod, I think I didn't need to use this. So I can take a shot like this, which lets me reposition on Alpha. We're going to Hyperdrive, because I need to. And unfortunately, we'll be using 2 Whistling Storms here, but double pulling on 4-man pods seems like a reason to do so, right? We taser blades to here, and that gets us out of the way of the Whistling Storm. Okay, I just had to stop because I saw the ragdoll and got deeply confused. Anyway, Whistling Storm Cannon. I should probably just overdrive and expect to do 2 more things this turn instead of delaying my turn to end to preserve a cooldown. It's a cooldown. Why would I not use it? Anyway, that should be this first pod almost managed. We need to put damage on the Berserker still, but it's a great start.
My children,
To inform our next action, we should take this one first.
that is the sound of your extinction.
I don't know that I actually kill them with this. This might be a bit short. Don't need to use my Whiplash here. What I can do is I can just come out here with the knife. And that'll be my second action, and it will get vision of what's going on in there, because this is where it was previously. So this should get us eyes again. Yes. It is just a little bit short, but it does get the shield bearer. I think this cooldown is less valuable. So I'm going to use this one instead. It definitely feels less valuable when it does that much damage. Am I willing to use a second wind to avoid taking the damage this could represent? I just don't think I need to save it, so sure. Alright, we finished Overwatch camping this doorway. Overdrive is back on cooldown. Oh, that is a scary pod, though. But at least the Spectre is very easy to deal with. So I believe the sensible thing to do here is just to use my Whistling Storm Cannon. I'll still have 1 left on this soldier. Because, I mean, that's 3 mutons. If those were alive at the end of the round, that would actually represent a very meaningful amount of damage to us. Why does it rupture? Who's alive when you're done? I've been playing this so quickly that the Hunter has not stopped talking at all. Yeah, they're on the gate. You can stop warning me. I enjoy that Alpha's in the front. I understand it's just the order they were in squad select, but still.
All forces converge.
Alright, let's see what's around. There's a Codex. Not the biggest fan of that. Stun Lancer's not the hugest issue, but the Codex could be. Oh, the Stun Lancer's past the halfway point, though, so we just killed the Stun Lancer. It's not even a concern. I had not realized that part. The high roll on the damage is actually greatly appreciated. We use the Proton Accelerator, 24 to 30. Thank you, blue screen rounds. Blue screen fanfire just absolutely doesn't mess around. It's one of the scariest things in the game. Alright, everything's off cooldown, so let's start this by just teleporting in all the way to the sarcophagus on Omega. Now let's not go quite all the way, let's just go to the front of the high grounds. Because I don't know where the Hunter's going. So let's see what they have in store for us today. Oh, they are immune to melee, it's worth remembering. I've only fought them like 1 time, so I forgot briefly. If you're just there... Okay, you're moving, good. Got a 100%. Do we want to grind through him like this, since he's immune to melee, or do I want to use explosives? I think I'm good to grind through it.
I bet you can't do that again.
Yeah, we're just gonna both post up here and then shoot him. I imagine he's going to grapple behind us and take a flank shot, but I don't really know. I would love to say that I played that intentionally to get the extermination, but I just forgot that was a thing entirely.
I've got help coming, Commander.
Well, now it's a 2v2, so I guess it's fair. Oh, that foolish pudding jumped up here and ran at both of them. No. Well, it could have been dead this turn, but I guess not. Instead, it's not even taking damage. That part's surprising. It took a while due to Blade Storm on the pudding, but we eventually got to the point where the Hunter did what I said.
Just hold still.
Yep, that's real damage.
Looks like
I mean,
you get
it didn't get through the
another
ablative, but it would have been real damage, I guess. All right, we're gonna overdrive this turn because I think we're trying to kill. We're gonna use the Whistling Storm Cannon to blow up the Faceless and the cover that the Warlock is using. Oh, and of course deal massive damage to the Warlock. Yeah, sorry, don't care about the loot, gonna be honest. And I think it's correct just to do shoot here. I've got Whiplash, may as well use it instead of a shoot. And that lets me redirect one of the shots back at the plinth instead of the hunter.
This is starting to get interesting.
No, it's not, Hunter. No, it's not. This is starting to get over is what it's doing.
Doctor,
The device appears to be some sort of psionic capacitor.
80 health, huh?
Tremendous amounts of psionic energy
You know,
directly
I just
to the
don't have any confidence it's going to survive as long as you might think 80 health would.
die.
Because I'm hitting it for like 50 right now with blue screen rounds. Oh wait, do blue screens not apply? No, they definitely do. It just doesn't show up in the tooltip. Okay. Wait, did it? It's only taken 14. I honest to God don't know.
Shall I resume operations?
1 second, need to reload my hands and back to shooting. It says... Oh, weird. Could have sworn the blue screen rounds affected this. In fact, I know for a fact that black ice rounds did affect this in my most recent playthrough. So I'm wondering what's going on here. Maybe that's a mod thing that got changed that's no longer being changed, so I uninstalled something. I don't know. But we'll get through it eventually. The Codex is at worst a minor inconvenience. I'm really not too concerned about them. Now the second one, it starts to become more of a problem.
Tactics detected.
Is it really a problem, though? I feel like it's just solvable. Advanced Troopers, huh? I feel like there's a massive increase in force level here, or maybe a minimum force level here. I don't know which. 52 left, huh? We are not making the sort of progress I would have liked. Going to shoot the plinth and then use an explosive on the plinth. If blue screen rounds were working, this would definitely be going better. No reason not to take the free reload, because if I'm loading my gun at any point, it's going to be with that free reload. And then we put shock missiles into this, hoping that it will actually work. I could also throw it here. It doesn't kill the Codex, so why bother? It says it does kill the Trooper. I can Shred Storm backwards and kill both of them. I think that's the play there. Because this should deal 50% increased damage to Codexes, and it's just not displaying that. Also, it says 15 to 16 now. Maybe it scales with weapon tier. But for now, first shot into the plinth. And then kill them.
I hope you didn't wear yourself out on the lightweights.
And then we just shoot twice, nothing else to think about. This team's good at many things, but one thing it is not great at is killing objectives. Can you run into knife range real quick? Thank you, that was very helpful. Berserker's a little bit harsher to deal with, but it should also be running into melee range and eating retribution, so it's not the scariest. Only down to 39. It's not going to be going down this rotation. I'm embarrassed by that. This is going to be shoot knife hands, but that's still pretty solid. Yep, just gotta come do this. The damage is way too relevant on this mech.
Your defeat is at hand.
Put a shot here, free reload. We got through a lot of itself, but not nearly all of it. I'm thinking if I care about the Berserker at all. No, I don't. Make sure this thing goes down next time we get an opening. The Hunter is back.
Tired of this feeling. I could do this all day, all decade, all eternity.
So the Berserker's gonna hit. It'll deal some amount of damage. Oh, shut down 3. That doesn't quite seem reasonable. That definitely makes my plans worse, but it's fine. So to come back up top, stab him, shoot him, rely on retribution to do something work. But still, even with the damage we took, Wait, is it not through ablative yet? We still had ablative health, it's fine.
What should we try this time?
Yep, there he goes.
You make this easy, flashback.
So then, Chosen Hunter, what do you have for us? Did you not attack us? What the hell? Reload Overwatch. Just reload. I don't think it knows which Chosen it's supposed to be. I'm gonna come out to the edge and see. Why are you still there?
New options.
Right, next turn we're gonna start shooting it if it doesn't come to fight us.
Incoming transmission.
Does it think it's inactive or something? Oh, I've got no idea what's going on now since I can't see it. It's definitely there because you can see that it's blocking the tile for movement. Well, we're gonna come fight it the awkward way, I guess.
Most of my targets never get a chance.
And once again, I did not plan this around Alpha attacking second, even though I definitely should have done that.
I don't get wounded often, but when I do, it makes
The Hunter appears to have had his AI just break. I've not ever seen this before. I'm very confused. Anyway, rather than finish him off, I'm just going to teleport to the objective because I know what the real mission statement is. I'm just going to reload Overwatch because I can, because the Chosen's AFK. I've never seen this before and I'm very confused.
Now I'm getting a
Anyway, that's the second Chosen dealt with. Not quite the same as the first one.
Not believe
We're going to take the next hyperdrive. I finally said it correctly.
we need to make destroying it our top priority.
This is going to be shoot, proton accelerator, shoot. Wait a second, actual quick check. It's 9 to 15 currently. I think that's what it displayed the first time, so it's fine. I was wondering if it actually dealt more damage based on how many bullets were in your gun, but that is not the case. That sectoid does not stand a chance in hell. That is so sad. You're not a Spectre or a Codex. You're not a Muton. See, that stands a chance. That is actually a little bit scary. Like, not super scary, but it's something. Coming over here, how's the objective doing? 14 health. I mean, it's just shoot, shoot. Oh, can I whiplash it? No. Anyway, shoot, shoot. Alpha will eventually grind this thing down with my 3 to 5 damage gun. May as well be out here with a ballistic assault rifle. We're going to kill the sectoid and then teleport over, I think, to avoid getting hit.
easy flashback.
Just get away from the Berserker so that it cannot hit us and shut us down, and then we'll figure out how to kill them by stacking them up for explosives next turn. There's a Muton. There. See, that's the scary alien appropriate to our current force level, not the sectoid. Advent mechs are actually just trivial now that I have blue screens, along with various other anti-mech tools. So that was a dash. I guess it doesn't matter if that was a dash anymore. Alright. Alpha's finally bringing down the stupid plinth. Took way longer than expected, but we got there.
Yes, the regeneration process has been
There's nothing else I'm doing that's gonna be relevant, so I'm just gonna come stab the Berserker.
It has become highly unstable.
Kill the mech, work on the Muton. Figure out step 2 afterwards. We have 4 health left on the Muton. Oh, that was a turning action. I played that perfectly. I don't know why anyone would say otherwise. I guess the Berserker wasn't really a concern, like kind of the multiple blade storms next to it though. This is probably gonna be plasma grenade, right? Indeed it is. However, we're a little bit past needing that armor. Right, that doesn't work. Very important to remember that doesn't work. May as well hyperdrive on Omega. Also, they're getting Colonel off this mission. I'm going to blue move to here. I'm going to start over here with the rocket launcher, followed by the lance. Because we do need to shred this armor for the purpose of dealing extra damage on Whiplash. Didn't actually look. I think that's at 85 or 95. 95. Our odds are getting progressively better.
I can't let that slide.
That's not great damage. This is only marginally better as a single target, though. It's more valuable for killing, say, that Muton on the other side. Over here, I believe we have 1 action, 2 actions, because I overdrove. Killing the Muton just seems very hard to argue with. It seems like it has to be correct. And reload my gun because I'm all out of ways to actually hit the hunter.
Can you hear it?
The hunter's still broken. I've never seen this before.
For once,
Like, he wasn't going to do anything that mattered, but it still upsets me that he's not doing anything. Anyway, that'll be the fight. Just Proxians point-blank blasting both hand cannons into the hunter.
that at the end of the day,
The facing away felt so brutal. Like, all right, I don't want to look you in the eyes when you put a bullet in my head. That felt just unnecessarily brutal.
It wasn't easy, but we managed to pull it off.
I don't know about that,
We
Bradford.
could see the look.
Apparently we missed 2 enemies in the first part of the mission, I guess. I had no idea. Alright, getting our last Colonel of the campaign. I'm not feeling super sold on Proton Accelerator, but I do think it's better than Missile Barrage. I might just pick up Missile Barrage on both of them. It's the 30 AP that I do have, so let's just go ahead and do that. Codex Brain, Hunter weapons we can't use. Nothing of too great importance. But yeah, I'm going to pick this up on the second soldier as well. We probably want to get Saturation Fire next. And then over here, also Saturation Fire. Lightning Reflexes is great with Kinetic Plating, and Serial is also very good. Exterminator. There's a Nano Construct is probably insane, especially on the other one. This guy has 170 hack. Holy shit, are you sure about that number? Okay. I guess because like it doesn't get a gremlin, so it's balanced around that. We're up to 210 here from the 40 on our 2 different enemy protocol successes already. So this is probably the best AP buy left, and I should have taken it last time, honestly. I forget the name of it. There's a mod I've recently subscribed to where killing a chosen removes 2 Avatar Project progress, because like of course it does. They're instrumental to the Advent War effort. And our Proxians have been on enough missions together that despite their low compatibility, they can officially form a bond. Absolutely. I've never wanted a bond poster more. Shit, is that just good enough already? I can tell he's holding an invisible gun or playing an air guitar. So I'm going to randomize until I get one I really like. Oh shit, this is so stupid. A bond stronger than iron? I'm so down for that, although they aren't quite facing the correct way. Put their heads in the middle of the sectoid eye? Perfect. Alpha and Omega, a bond stronger than iron. I couldn't have made something worse myself.
To pose near an Advent burger menu.
And we are back to making contact in West Europe. And we're clearing out the last bits of our antil. We're totally out of money right now, so we're not going to be building anything in them for a hot second, but that's fine. Assassin, if I were you, I'd keep your head down. Did you see what just happened? Oh, we're pretty low on money. I'm down to do a UFO raid. I didn't get to do a single one of those in my last 100-episode campaign. 3 Vipers, 2 Sectoids, Advanced Priest, Advent Mech, Advanced Trooper Codex, 9 guys, easy peasy. And I realized I had my cosmetic wrong. I wasn't using a cape in my plated armor setup, so now that that's fixed. Quick check, do we have any better scopes, for instance? Nah, still looking like basically the same level of stuff. That's fine. Don't mind me just moving a reasonable distance as my first blue move. Remember, he's slow. Oh, hey, there they are. But, like, what if there they weren't? I mean, sure, I could have dealt with that pod in a million ways, but I know there's only 9 people on this map, so why on earth would I be slow about this and wait? Let's just go. Admittedly, I should have not made that move, because now if I get more line of sight down this ridge and I see somebody, I can't do anything. But hey, it didn't happen, so no punish. What was your hit chance? 92, huh? Basically no range penalties on the gun with high ground. That'll do it. It's okay, Bradford. No one else is ever hearing that signal. Oh, right, missile barrage. 1 second, I want to try out that ability. Yeah, do that. What's this look like? How good is it? I mean, it's a kernel ability on a crazy busted soldier, so I assume this is insane. I dealt reasonable shred. I'm gonna be honest, for 2 actions, when you have the whistling cannon, that felt notably less powerful than I expected it to be. Not that that's a bad thing, the characters are already nuts, but was notably let down by that. Going to overdrive, I'm gonna see if this this Tesla beam can't get them both. It can. Damn shame for them. Oh, Exterminator applies to all damage apparently, not just my gun. For some reason I thought it was just my gun. Alright, Advent Priest, now is the time to run away. Just tried to phase out of existence for a second to avoid this. Apparently it worked. Well, since you're hiding in the corner and no one can see you, I guess we'll come do this the hard way. We got advanced scope, hell yeah. We're just gonna run forward here on Omega.
As a staging point for your operation.
Gonna be honest, feeling a little bit completely fucking unstoppable at the minute.
Sensors online. I am sure.
There should be another alien group walking around in here. They might have been patrolling the outside of the ship, I guess. I do not believe I'm playing with yellow alert, so... Oh, there they are. What's in here, by the way? Priority data or insight? I don't know what data is. Insight, I think, is be mostly wasted because my tech's almost already done. But I would rather get that than delay dark events because the dark events currently happening are not threatening, really.
We've knocked out the alien distress signal. Looks like the skies are quiet.
Take overdrive here. Sorry, hyperdrive. I just can't break the habit. I'm so used to having my crazy mechanical carries called overdrive. I've been doing it for 100 episodes. Anyway, they're dead. Should I avoid firing this inside of the UFO? Quite possibly. I don't think Bradford yelled at me. Since Bradford didn't yell at me, I don't think it mattered. I think he'll always yell if you break stuff like that. I don't think that's how this mission type works, but honest to God, I don't know. Anyway, that was the fastest UFO raid of my life.
Mission accomplished.
The advanced scope is nice. I'll go adjust the weapons for that. We don't currently have hot swappable PCSs, so I'm going to destroy the basic speed for superior speed rather than destroying the advanced speed. As we come back, there's a supply drop. At this point, I was waiting for it to stack up, though. Back to making contact.
For Western Europe.
Our soldiers
This finishes up, which means we're going to continue hunting the assassin now.
word from the medical team is they'll all be fine.
Good luck, gang.
We will work hand in hand with our new allies.
And we keep on scanning just like we've been doing. Right before the supply drop as well, so that timed out really beautifully.
New regional contacts located.
And we're going to start making a tower here until that supply drop finishes.
Commander.
Oh no, Bradford, they're working on the Avatar project. What do we do? Do we send out the Proxians again, or should we change your strategy?
Fast.
Lots of Avatar progress. Proxians killing everything.
It is unfortunate, Commander.
We go for the hidden event again.
Efforts have proven.
And I guess I'll take Infiltrate just to completely obliterate the timers by, like, combining Private Channel and Infiltrate. It's basically a non-mechanic. I would really like to have the Shredding card, but barring that, I'll take this. And we're gonna go straight to this.
New course.
Why is my Proxian standing in front of the, stuff? What are you doing here, friend? Yeah, he's still there. Okay. Oh, he's just always there. He's behind the Ranger, too. Oh, terrifying. Okay. Gonna ignore that. It's awful. I'm so scared right now. It's just the Terminator looming in the background.
To get this ship off.
Oh, we should be making the Frost Bomb, maybe? No, we're keeping blue screen rounds. So that means nothing matters. Yeah. We have an incoming transmission from the Resistance. Show of force, but there's only 7. The base game's very confusing sometimes. If you asked me how many enemies show up on a Force Level 9 Show of Force mission in vanilla, I would never have answered a single-digit number. That looks so wrong to me. But regardless, the mission's great. Easy enemy count, scientist intel, what's not to love? Let's go kill some dudes and get out of here. This should be a very, very fast one. Even with reinforcements, we have double retribution, so that'll just be a walkover. No matter what they do. This is sad. Advent, get your shit together. We're going to immediately teleport as far forward as we can. That got eyes on something and may well have pulled since it has eyes. That looks like a pull to me. That's fine, though. They are definitely scarier than they used to be. They have a lot more health. But nowhere near enough to actually have me remotely concerned. At Stunned 2, I could go for somebody else. I just don't have a reason to, really. That's as far as I can teleport here on Omega, but it's still close enough, I believe. Yeah, I'm just going to take the stab here. I don't know if advanced troopers have grenades, but regardless of whether they do or not, I still think that's correct. And our skirmisher will start running after them. Because we have to take the skirmisher on this mission type. We don't get a say in the matter. That's a good play. I approve. So that's one of the 2 remaining pods on the bridge. I've been sort of zoning out because resistance activity bores me, but they have killed a man and maybe 2 men. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but they're going hard in the fog of war. I've never seen the resistance be this competent. What's happening?
Mutants approaching.
Commander, remember, no matter how
Anyway,
tough
let's
things
blue
get
move
down here,
forward,
we can't
pull
be
everything,
back
and start
until
figuring out who
we
to stab.
complete the mission.
There's 1 trooper there. Gonna have a hard time stabbing them. Oh. Never mind. They made it very easy for me. And I should be able to stab with the other one, I think, as well. That was not actually a real pull. Yes, I don't need line of sight. I just need to be in dash range. And then I can blue move to them. That's one of the more egregious balance concerns. I'll mention this. Is you can blue move dash by stabbing something. And that just feels like a bit much. Anyway, the skirmisher's just trying desperately to catch up. He's not actually doing anything. The extended vision range Overwatch ambush feels so strong. I use that all the time. I have no plan to do it. It just keeps being available. So that's dead in 1, 2, 3 slashes. 4 if I'm unlucky on the stun lancer. Oh, right, yeah, the resistance will just kill them all. Never mind. There goes 1. Well, it's down to 2 slashes, which is as much as I could ever have hoped for, really. I'm going to teleport through. For some reason, I can't. Line of sight feels very broken there. I'm really hoping this doesn't pull. That would be very unfortunate if it did. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it shouldn't be happening. I'll be sad if I'm forced into it. The stun lancer was like right here, wasn't it? I appear to have lost them. I'm just gonna run out to here and grab the loot. Oh, it's way closer than I thought it was. Okay.
Sufficient for the job, even in your hands.
I'm just gonna do this as a test. Does running through this trigger the reinforcement pods? I feel so strong that I'm not concerned about the possibility that it might. It does.
Incoming transport detected.
Now, obviously, when double reinforcements are coming in, you really don't want to be in this situation where you're not doing the drops correctly. So what I'm going to do is hyperdrive, teamwork, hyperdrive, and use that to get in range. Actually, if the teleportation's off cooldown, I can just teleport in. I don't need to hyperdrive on the second one. Yeah, I can just teleport in. So I'm going to teleport to here on Alpha, and on Mega, I'll teleport into the middle. Just like to generally get towards where things are happening. The specifics aren't too important. I don't expect you to fight. Remember, Chain's been flat dashing every turn, and the low mobility class has already cleared the map and are ahead of him by a long, long distance. 2 whole troopers. This is a far cry from the reinforcement pods my campaign saw. Both of these put together is less than half of what I expected. Anyway, brutalize them. They might all be dead already. Let's see what they've got. Missed one of the hits there, so he gets to live. They're both alive on 1, meaning I can finish them off with a single stab. Priest is fully dead. That's nice to see. And the Stun Lancer, fully dead. That was pretty solid. Oh yeah, those last 2 might be dead, because the Resistance has just been going absolutely ham this mission. Yeah, that's about right for what I've been seeing. Why did you choose to not take a flank shot? I mean, no punish. I guess you were right. So we're just gonna have each of you stand in the middle of one of the flares and Overwatch. I guess I want you here. I want the skirmisher running all the way to the top. And you can hunker down. And I will be back with you once the retribution begins. Oh wait, I think that second flare was a fake one, and there's only actually 1 flare that's getting used. That's a little bit sad. So how many more turns do I need to hold? 2? I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the end. I think you know how this one's going. Oh, just as a heads up, the Resistance killed the mech. I didn't need to do it. The Resistance is so mad today. I don't know what's going on with them. Oh my god, those mutant... What did we do to that poor man? I've never seen someone murdered harder than that. He's still going. He's still there. Alright, it took someone else's death to finally make him stop.
What we came here for. The enemy counter-assault is only gonna get worse. We should get our people out of there.
Bradford, if you hadn't put the evac on an unreachable rooftop, we'd already be gone. So please stop lecturing me about what we need to do to get out of here. I'm fully aware it's your fault.
Confirmed. Firebrand has the
Now, because we're Proxians, we were able to just, you know, teleport up there and go straight there after killing all the reinforcements. But it was funny that Bradford put it up here and then started complaining like it was my fault for not evacing immediately. As though I'm here to farm experience. Everyone's colonels. I won't delete Bradford. You're the one preventing this. That was insanely smooth. This team's unstoppable. We got the intel and the scientist. Everything else on that mission was basically worthless, but that's still pretty good. And back on the Geoscape, we're going to continue building this radio relay. Pulse rifle's finally finished. And I'm going to assume we need Gulf just like last time. We have a couple of instant autopsies. We'll take the instant Viper. That's basically useless to me, which is weird considering it's the advanced medkit. Advent Troopers only just became instant, which is a bit weird. Don't need any of that.
If any advantage, the Advent hybrid soldiers' enormous
Pulse cannons are inspired, and it gives the disruptor. Say less.
I will make that our highest priority.
That's okay. I'll just let them have that facility.
Our forces were ambushed.
Fine. I don't want to, but I guess I have to. All right, with the trio returned, what were we doing that for? Hunting the assassin, I believe. We still haven't even found the warlock, I just realized. Anyway, keep on hunting her. It's been working great so far. Back to building the radio relay. Oh, what's that? What got sabotaged? That didn't really have information on what it did. Well, whatever. I'll figure it out eventually, or I won't. It can't have been that important because none of my buildings were. We have resistance comms already. I just don't feel like there's anything that needs to go in these slots. Like, what am I gonna do? Build a workshop? A lab? If I had more power, I could build this. I'll put an engineer on power and I'll start the joint laboratory plus lab thing, because I've never actually used this mod before. Sure, assign someone, why not? And back to the tower, which is done already. I want to go to Reaper HQ to meet the Warlock. That seems like a pretty sensible plan. That way, once I'm done hunting the Assassin, I can move right on to hunting the Warlock. New targets acquired. This is probably the last mission for today's episode. 76 intel. Don't really know that I need... Wait, what am I looking at? I want to stop a hidden dark event, right? Wild Hunts is not the one I'm stopping, so this one. And I get a Ranger, but at the same time, it's not too hard of a mission. I guess probably none of them are, right? Yeah, they're all single-digit number of units still. Yeah, I'm just going to counter the hidden dark event because the other ones just aren't bad and I don't need anything. It's very weird to just not need anything else. To be like, all right, I'm done. We can just go into the mission. I don't need to do anything. I will look at soldier abilities briefly. 18 AP. That's enough for nano construct. I've been wanting to try that out. Let's steal some mechs. There are mechs, right? Yeah, we have a singular advent mech. All right, as always, just hard teleport forward because I have places to be. Maybe that place is not going to be great depending on exactly what I teleport into, but I've got somewhere to be, and we're getting there now. With only 9 and 4 copies of the Whistling Cannon. Yeah, I was trying to think about conserving resources, but that's just silly. Who would conserve resources in an economy like this? And we have to teleport next to this guy. We can't quite reach him without using overdrive, and that seems gratuitous. So, we'll teleport here. And then we'll stab. First pod down. Well, there's the next pod. I don't suspect it's going to do much better than the last one. If you could just all stay relatively close to each other, just get on the high ground together, that'd be great. Not what I meant, but it works. This is the weirdest way to do what I said and accomplish the goal. Oh my god, I think I can actually do that one. Yes. Okay. Going to blue move forward and then do the Shred Storm. Dear Lord. Anyway, we do need to finish off that Spectre. I just don't think it's going to be much of a difficulty. Oh, hey, he had the loot. Going to Overwatch here rather than run forward into the darkness and mess things up. Going to teleport to the objective, see if I can't get some more enemy protocol going on. I should have checked to see. I can use this 3 times a mission, huh? I can't use it on big mechs, only on normal mechs, but still. Anyway, what's in here? Satellite data or priority data? No idea what those are. I think they might be scan time reductions. Neither of these is a big deal, but I'll take the reduced scanning time. Seems more valuable. Oh, that's not safe for you, friends. Just gonna use teamwork real quick. Make this Overwatch ambush a lot more effective than it otherwise would have been. So, Advent, how are you feeling about the possibility of just being dead without taking a turn?
Exterminate the world.
Well, that's a great start to this. Bit of damage on the Lancer and bit of damage on the Trooper as well. They're both dead to blue moves now. That's the main thing. I just have 95 through half cover. That's pretty nuts. Sure, do it. It's funny. And then we blue move stab the Lancer. And I'll walk Alpha a little bit closer to Omega. Overwatch, see if anything runs in. Just going to reload Overwatch, wait for a sound cue. Wow, that's so boring. I'm playing with Proxians. I'm not doing that. Just walk over and figure out where they are, and then we'll kill them. Oh! How on earth did I not have line of sight to you? What? That feels intensely wrong. Oh yeah, we need to stab all of them, so the animations are getting a little bit mucked up. Cool, I am going to use overdrive and kill you all this turn. Sorry, hyperdrive. My brain can't do it. Pop down here, shred and damage the shield bearer, whiplash, shoot. That'll be a guaranteed kill.
The technology is with
Wrecking ball broke the floor I ran on and dropped them. That's incredible.
cybernetic intelligence will always be superior.
Anyway, seeing as I can't see you anymore, my only choice is to do this. To get line of sight back. I don't know that this actually destroys cover, because it's been pretty bad at destroying cover in the past. Yeah, all the cover is still there. That's okay, I'll just overdrive and keep sending them in.
Missile launch detected.
The purifier died but didn't explode to a rocket. How's that possible? Anyway, that's game. GG no re, Advent.
Remarkable job.
Nothing important from the loot there.
Excellent.
We're gonna finish making contact, do a little bit more strategy management before we finish up this episode. We're going well over an hour at this point though, so we're going to stop once we get our next mission. I guess I'm gonna build a radio relay here, because I still haven't found the warlock, so I'm not quite sure where they're at.
Some of our people are
Stronghold infiltrated, great job team. I now have a colonel through covert ops only, that's pretty cool.
The resistance has found our access point.
Man, this does not feel like a capstone list at all.
Our ring facility is
Gonna send out this mission for a superior PCS. Might be useful, probably not. But nothing else I'm able to do right now matters. And that means we're at our next mission, because we can attack the assassins start of next episode. So for now, I'm done. I've been rather coherent, but having a blast with this ridiculous fucking unit. The Proxians are definitely in need of a balance pass. That's become very apparent. I would not qualify this as a challenge run, unfortunately. But it has been fun. It has been very different. I suspect we have 2 or 3 episodes left before the end of this. This has been a steamroller. They haven't stood a chance. And like the fact that I'm using Whistling Storm Cannon against 3 guys is nuts. Because there's just not enough guys for me to need to conserve resources in vanilla. And conversely, the unit gets even more powerful if you're not playing vanilla, right? Because if I were fighting groups of 20 guys, that cannon would be even more insanely powerful. The durability of the cannon, the blue move dash melee attack, and the whistling cannon right now are the 3 things that stand out to me the most as being egregiously powerful. They've been the bread and butter of the broken shit I've been doing. But I want to finish this campaign and really think about what the most busted parts are. And that'll be a specific video at the end of all this, but for now, I'm done. I've been rather coherent. I hope you've been enjoying watching this with me. I've been having a blast playing it. Thank you to the modding community for making campaigns like this one possible, to my one Patreon supporter, Jeffrey B., and all of you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.